Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool telephone, and this is Susan's telephone from Colorado, and she's got a note here with this telephone. This is the initial checkout and troubleshoot of the telephone. And she's talking about how it's a Wedgwood Jasperware phone. Basically, it's made in England. And she has no dial tone now. So this telephone has a couple of different issues. She was able to use it before, but now it doesn't have any dial tone. And so the other issue is the push buttons down the middle of the dial never worked when I got it years ago. So basically, she had the telephone and it worked, but the 2, 5, 8, and 0 would never work on the keypad. And although this telephone looks like it's touch tone, it is not. It only dials out in the pulse mode or the rotary mode. So basically, even though it looks touch tone, it does not have that function. You know, some phones will have the touch tone and pulse signal, a switch that you can go back and forth. This telephone does not have touch tone. It never did, and so now the telephone never did work properly. So what we're doing is troubleshooting the main PC boards. Now there is an issue on the main PC board, and that's why Susan doesn't have any dial tone, and we're going to repair that issue. We've already troubleshooted that out. The other issue is, since we have a PC board here that only dials out in the pulse mode or the rotary, there's no sense in repairing that. Why replace the bad pulse generator IC? There's no sense in replacing that because we want to move this telephone up into the future. We're going to make it touch tone for Susan. So we're going to make it better than it was when it came from the factory. We're going to make it touch tone, and we do have to use this board here because that fits our buttons. So we're going to use the board that fits in this keypad, which is this board, but we're going to wire that board to a tone generator board, and we're going to get rid of the situation that is just a pulse signal generator. So there's no need for that. We're going to move her up. We're going to upgrade. So we're going to go ahead and take a short break from the video, and we're going to start working on this telephone. We're going to get more video of this telephone as we move forward in the repair and the conversion of this telephone. So we'll take a short break and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are in the middle of the process of repairing this telephone. Now the issue on the main PC board with no dial tone has been resolved. That's been taken care of. Now we're working on installing the new tone generator IC board to the old keypad board, and so what we want to do is take the old board that was the pulse signal generator, and we want to go ahead and set that to the side. We no longer need that board, and so what we want to do is show you that we've tied the two boards together now, and then we also want to secure those boards. We're going to hot glue our lines so that they do not get torn apart. So now what we want to do is we're going to go ahead and plug the telephone in. We're going to give you some dial tone. Now we can go ahead and hang the telephone up over here in a cradle because our hook switch is actually right here. So we can hang up. The analyzer sees the line. We can hang up again. The analyzer sees the line. We're at the point where we want to test this board and our tone generator before we put everything back together again. If you watch the analyzer, we're going to walk through our numbers. going to end in a 2. And so we know, I can unplug it now, that this board is touch tone now. We're going to put everything back together again, and we're going to get ready for our final checkout. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we are finished up with a repair and conversion of this telephone. We're going to run through a little bit about what went on. Now, in the note, Susan said she didn't have any dial tone, and that was a main PC board issue. That had been repaired, and that's been resolved. Also, we went in and we showed earlier in the video that we connected a tone generator board to the keypad that's original to the phone, the dial board, and that's all been connected and tied into the main PC board. Because this telephone did not dial out in touch tone, it only dialed out in pulse signal, like rotary. So now the telephone's been upgraded, and Susan can use this telephone in any situation now if she's doing banking or whatever might ask for a star and a pound that she might be dealing with. So now what we want to do is our final checks. I want to go ahead and ring the telephone. We'll let that go a few times. I'll let it go one more time. Give you some dial tone. Now we want to walk through our numbers. So if you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers roll by. I'm going to end in a 2. Now I want to transmit into the handset. So if you watch that red light on the analyzer, every time I modulate, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hello, hello. So we know that this telephone is ringing in on a ring cycle. It's dialing out in touch tone. It has receive and transmit. We can push this button on the switch box, and that gives us a line out and totally takes the analyzer out of the situation. And we can call a time and temp number. Give you some dial tone.
Shop St. Clair Auto Mall, 4 new car lines and 3 huge pre-owned stores. Highway 50 O'Fallon or online at Offenburg.com. Today is Monday, February 24th. The time is 4:59. Current temperature 43 degrees.
Partly cloudy today. Highs in the mid to upper 30s. Partly cloudy this evening, then becoming mostly cloudy with lows in the mid-20s. Mostly cloudy on Tuesday, a chance of flurries, highs in the mid-30s.
Okay. We can call one other number. We can call my number, and it'll be busy. Give you some dial tone. Now that we know that this telephone has been repaired and converted, we can return it to Susan and she can enjoy this telephone. Like she said in her note earlier, she's had this telephone for a long time, and it only dialed out in pulse, but it was always missing the center numbers, the 2, 5, 8, and 0. So now she can actually use this telephone in touch tone mode, and all of her numbers will work. So I'm sure she's going to be pretty happy about that. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.